every video I did, I was lying down on a bed. And I shared this with you. Baba elo diwa mole now. Baba elo diwa mole. Daddy elo show ba what ti buy. All kinds of stuff. Tí ó yẹ kó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ baba yìí ló ṣoògùn sí gbogbo wa. Breakthrough wọ́n dẹ̀ máa dé ní only week tí mo wáyé. Only week tí mo wáyé. Baba yìí ò lè súnre. Daddy ẹ̀ lè súnre. The significance of these things is tied to my dad. I won't tell you the dates, but one of those 3 accidents my son had, okay, were the days my father was either discharged from the hospital, he got better. He uses his children, his nephews to suck up the energy from them for him to get better. Like, I want to take my life. I want to unalive myself. I want someone to kill me now, and they won't be charged for murder. I just baba mi kú ni cousin mi ní òun ní stroke symptom mọ́ gbogbo ara ẹ̀ tó náà gbogbo ẹ̀yìn ara ẹ̀ all the side gbogbo ẹ̀ kàn tú ni ẹsẹ̀ mi tó ń dùn mí neuropathy ọjọ́ tí baba mi kú ni blood flow wọnú foot mi padà. My fans remember when I said I wanted to go to the hospital to get this procedure or that. It was my father's death that eased all my ailments in this leg. The leg is flowing for a week now with blood. There was no blood flow in my leg for almost a year. Anyway, nobody talks to my dad. Nobody picks up my dad in any car, anything. So many things happened to everybody. 7 nephews and nieces died. And you tell me you don't believe in the spiritual energies. I found my son's exercise book in my dad's bag, the same bag where my CV was packed with rituals.
Arábìnrin ìkàn agbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ ni tí gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ sí Dr. Kemi Olunloyo tí nàka àbùkù sí bàbá ẹ̀ tóbi lọ́mọ ìyẹn ẹni tó jẹ́ gómìnà fún ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ rí tí gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ sí Victor Ọmọlolú Olúnlọ́yọ̀ Sówẹ̀mímọ́ tó jẹ́ gómìnà láyé ológun tẹ́lẹ̀ rí ìyẹn ní ọdún 1983 ìyẹn ní ọjọ́ kìíní oṣù kẹwàá 1983 ti dé ọjọ́ kọkànlélọ́gbọ̀n oṣù kejìlá 1983 ìjọba oṣù mẹ́ta gbáko òun náà ni Olúnlọ́yọ̀ ló ṣe nílẹ̀ Ìbàdàn láyé ìṣàkóso ìjọba ológun èyí tí Muhammad Buhari darí nígbà náà. Ọdún 1935 ó ní wọ́n bí Ọmọlolú Olúnlọ́yọ̀ tó jẹ́ bàbá fún Kẹ́mi Olúnlọ́yọ̀ ìyẹn ní ọjọ́ kẹrìnlá oṣù kẹrin 1935 ó ní wọ́n bí bàbá yìí tí bàbá yìí sì kú ìyẹn ní ọjọ́ kẹfà oṣù kẹrin ọdún 2005 tá a wà yìí 89 years. Òun náà ni Kẹ́mi Olúnlọ́yọ̀ ti jáde gbayagbayà sọ nípa bàbá yìí ohun tí wọ́n fi ojú òun rí. Ó sọ̀rọ̀ pé bàbá yìí jẹ́ ẹlẹ́gbẹ́ òkùnkùn gbáà nípa títẹ orí ọmọ gbogbo tí ó bí rì láti má jẹ́ kí wọ́n jẹ́ olú ọmọ. Ṣé mọ̀ pé Yorùbá bọ̀ wọ́n ní tìmùtìmù kẹ́gbìn dànù gbogbo ẹni tó jẹ́ èèyàn pàtàkì láwùjọ ló jẹ́ pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn ni wọ́n máa ń lo àsìkí ọmọ tàbí ọmọ wọn. Kẹ́mi Olúnlọ́yọ̀ ó wá bọ́ sórí ayélujára ní ìkànnì TikTok rẹ̀ nígbà tí bàbá ẹ̀ kú láti bá Punch sọ̀rọ̀ pé òun ò ní wá síbi òkú bàbá yìí nítorí àwọn ìwà ẹ̀tọ́ èyí tí bàbá yìí ṣe fóun nígbà tí wọ́n wà lọ́jọ́ ayé wọn. Kẹ́mi Olúnlọ́yọ̀ fohùn ṣakin pé nígbà tí bàbá yìí wà láyé onírúurú àwọn ìwà òun náà ni bàbá yìí ti wò débi pé ó sọ pé tí bàbá yìí bá kú rí bàbá yìí ò ní sunre ó ní gbogbo ohun táwọn dà lénìí bàbá yìí ló sọ ìrìn àwọn dà báwọn ṣe dà pípé ó yẹ káwọn tiẹ̀ tóbi káwọn láàkà káwọn láàmì láwùjọ jù báyìí lọ. Ó ní bí èèyàn bá pe bàbá yìí láti bá bàbá yìí sọ̀rọ̀ ó ní onítọ̀hún yóò ní ìjàmbá kan ni tó bá jẹ́nu mọ́tò lèèyàn wà tó ti ń bá bàbá yìí sọ̀rọ̀ onítọ̀hún máa ní ìjàmbá nínú mọ́tò ọ̀hún. Ó wá sọ nípa ti àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n òun àtàwọn èèyàn òun tí wọ́n ní ìjàmbá nítorí pé wọ́n ń bá bàbá yìí ṣe. Ó ní ọjọ́ tí bàbá yìí ti wá kú òun náà ni ayọ̀ àwọn ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ nítorí pé ẹni tí ó wà nínú ìdùbúlẹ̀ àìsàn ẹni ọ̀hún kété tí bàbá yìí kú òun náà ni ara rẹ̀ yá o. Ó ní òun pẹ̀lú bóun bá ń báwọn èèyàn sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ayélujára olórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì lòun wà tóun ti máa ń fi ẹ̀gbẹ́ lélẹ̀. Ó ní ṣùgbọ́n látọjọ́ tí bàbá yìí ti papòdà ó náà ni ara òun ti jí pépé o. Wà ní ọmọ òun èyí tóun bí tí òun pe orúkọ rẹ̀ ní Rîtuàl tó jẹ́ ẹni tó ń kọ orin tó sì jẹ́ ẹni tó lẹ́bùn tó pọ̀. Òun náà ni ó ti ní onírúurú jàǹbá nílùú Amẹ́ríkà tó wà. Ó ní àṣìṣe ńlá tóun ṣe ni pé òun fi ọmọ yìí sọ́dọ̀ bàbá òun láti máa kọ́ ní mathematics nítorí pé iṣẹ́ tí bàbá òun mọ̀ jù ní nígbà náà nígbà tí wọ́n jẹ́ olùkọ́ ìyẹn ní fásitì Ìbàdàn lòun fi wò pé kán kọ́ ọmọ yìí ó ní ṣùgbọ́n òun mọ̀ pé bàbá yìí máa lo àsìkí ọmọ yìí ní láti má jẹ́ ènìyàn pàtàkì láwùjọ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Kẹ́mi Olunloyo ló ké bẹ́ẹ̀ ló sì ké gbàjarè ló bú sẹ́kún nígbà tó ń sọ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Ẹ já gbọ́ púpọ̀ lẹ́nu Kẹ́mi Olunloyo.
Now, if you remember me going to my dad in another video asking him to get my son into the University of Ibadan, my dad said he can't do it, they'll use it against. He just didn't want my son to progress. This video is to tell you to protect your children from your family and pray for your children very hard, because I let KJB in the hands of my father because I trusted my father. My dad told me that he could teach him mathematics the way he taught us. So I sent KJ to go and live with my dad in Malete. You've seen that in the last video. Somebody put a coffin under his bed. Nobody knows how that coffin got there. But at the end of the day, you know, Ronke blamed it on my mom. My mom said she doesn't know anything about it, but they had rituals under my son's bed. I also went there and slept there one weekend while I was taking care of my father when he was ill. All I know is that our entire house was rigged with rituals. And people are coming there, journalists and friends of his, saying, I never knew him diabolic. Well, we did know him diabolic, and we know him better than you. Today, my son is going to be 25. He's in the United States, and he has moved 3 times. He's having a lot of hardship. He's just struggling. He has lost a lot of jobs. I don't need to tell you this. At the end of this video, just read the post he wrote for his birthday in November, last November 2024. And you tell me you don't believe in the spiritual energies. I found my son's exercise book in my dad's bag, the same bag where my CV was packed with rituals. Pray for your children. Pray for your children. Pray for your children so that they don't be in the midst of this kind of people. This was our own father. Since my dad died, my son has not done any post. This particular child has not done any post, my youngest. He's not interested. He doesn't want to hear anything. But some people can use you. After using me, they go to your grandchildren, their grandchildren. This is how they continue to use them for their own whatever. Why did he get that boy into the university? Funke's children are in all private universities. Everybody else's children are in universities they want, but he didn't do the same for me. And some of you are under that post still talking about 3 UTME points. You just take JAMB again. You don't even... A former governor who lectured at University of Ibadan. Imagine their grandson is begging to get in because they missed it by 3 UTME points. My son wanted to go to the Department of Arts. Okay, Wale Soyinka Department of Arts, a long-time arts theater. Today he's a musician, he's a model, and he's doing his own arts where he can. And he also studied graphic design online. The money we made from that EP in 2020 is what he used to go to Shaw Institute online and take graphic design. At least he has something behind his back. But for my dad, okay, all the chains will be broken this week. Every chain, daddy, dear mommy, some of you low, some of you struggle, don't look from job to job, so get fired, some of me. Guys, my son had an accident in America. A scooter blade almost cut him. Okay, then he fell off his bike. He fractured his leg. Then his car crashed. The significance of these things is tied to my dad. I won't tell you the dates, but one of those 3 accidents my son had, okay, were the days my father was either discharged from the hospital, he got better. He uses his children, his nephews, to suck up the energy from them for him to get better. My 30-something-year-old cousin had a stroke. I told you. He would be calling that one. Baba is suck energy on. And you come back this phone. Nobody talks to my dad. Nobody picks up my dad in any car, anything. So many things happen to everybody. 7 nephews and nieces died. I want your favorite daddy. I want people who are in the family. My son is struggling. And some of you don't understand. Anyway, the most important thing is this. When my father was going to die on the 6th of April, he called this my cousin, like day after day after day. This young man said, I didn't pick up daddy's call. He just kept calling me and I was not going to pick it up because he had seen the association. Daddy was calling him so that he can get better and that one can have a stroke again. I just baba mi kú ni cousin mi ní stroke symptom mọ́. Gbogbo ara ẹ̀ tó numb, gbogbo ẹ̀yìn ara ẹ̀, all the side, gbogbo ẹ̀ kàn tú ni. Ẹsẹ̀ mi tó ń dùn mí neuropathy. Ọjọ́ tí bàbá mi kú ni blood flow wọnú foot mi padà. My fans remember when I said I wanted to go to the hospital to get this procedure or that. It was my father's death that eased all my ailments in this leg. The leg is flowing for a week now with blood. There was no blood flow in my leg for almost a year. People, look at me. Every video I did, they're archived away now. All my health videos, every video I did, I was lying down on a bed. And I share this with you. Baba elo diwa mole now. Baba elo diwa mole. Daddy ere show ba what you buy. We had the strongest energy, myself and Rich KJT. Please follow my son. If you're watching, it's Rich KJT on TikTok. He just plays on TikTok, just listens to other people's music, everything. And Rich KJT Music on Instagram and on Facebook and on YouTube. Rich KJT, just search him. Please help me give him encouragement. Some of his posts are so heart-wrenching. Like, I want to take my life. I want to take my life. I want to unalive myself. I want someone to kill me now and they won't be charged for murder. All kinds of stuff. Bye-bye. Breakthrough what am I doing? Only week to why? Only week to why? Only week to why? Bye-bye. Yo, let's sure. Daddy, let's sure. People. Daddy that decided to come into my room. That's why I feel Gumbami Atomoni. My father walked into my room later that evening. Do you remember that one with the breaking of the windows and everything? He was carrying all the charms in his hands. Busted into my room, the room which KJ and I were sharing, the one that had the coffin. And I had to spray his face with air freshener. I used the air freshener as defense, what the Americans would call pepper spray. To get him back, he was holding the shigidi and the charms. The employees in the house, they didn't know what to do because they didn't know how to hold him. They didn't want the charms to affect them. Is this something that I can't say? Is this something that I shouldn't say or I can't say? What is so? Any color shadow, color white girl. Family by you. Family to buy your pay on that intellectual man, intelligent, gbogbo yìí ni mo ti ka stories yìí tẹ́ sọ fún mi. Gbogbo yìí ni mo ti ka stories yìí tẹ́ sọ fún mi pé ó ṣẹlẹ̀ lulẹ̀ yẹ́ yóò lè sọ̀rọ̀ ní. Many of you, I translate that, many of you are telling me that this happens in your house, but you cannot talk. You cannot talk. Don't bottle it up. Speak out. I want to go into therapy, so don't forget to donate to my GoFundMe or...
tìmùtìmù kẹ́gbìn dànù gbogbo ohun tó ń dán kọ́ ni wúrà ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn lọ́jà ṣe pé wọ́n jẹ́ èèyàn pàtàkì láwùjọ tó jẹ́ pé lẹ́yìn irú wọn kò lè sírú wọn mọ́ yẹn ni pé gbogbo ògo tó wù ọmọdé ti lò tàbí gbogbo ògo tó wù kí àwọn ọmọ tàbí ìyàwó tàbí ẹbí lò ó náà ni wọ́n ti papọ̀ ní tiwọn tí wọ́n ti lò fún sáà títí wọn wọ́n bá sì ti kọjá lọ tán sáà òun parí nìyẹn ẹ já pé ètò yìí ká pín kálẹ̀ mọ aláṣẹ mídíà ẹ máa gbọ́ ẹ máa wò a ó tún pàdé lọ́jọ́ míì ọjọ́ rẹ̀ búburú kan ò ní ṣe yín kò ní ṣe wá ẹ já pé ètò òun kálẹ̀ ká lè kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ńbẹ̀ torí pé Kẹ́mi Olunloyo gan sọ pé ṣàṣà nínú ilé táwọn kìíní wọ̀nyí ò sí ṣùgbọ́n pọ̀lọpọ̀ ni ò sọ ò ní òun ò wá ní wálé o wá síbi òkú bàbá òun nítorí àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n ti ṣe fóun sẹ́yìn bó bá tún ṣe ń lọ ní ìkànnì yìí àwa ò ní jẹ́ kétí yín ó di sí o ọmọ aláṣẹ mídíà ẹja ṣe ẹ o ìpàdé wa wọ̀ bí ọjọ́rọ̀ búburú kan ò ní ṣe yín kò ní ṣe mí a ó tún pàdé lọ́jọ́ míì ọjọ́ rẹ̀ ire o ire kàbìtì.
àtirẹ̀tirẹ̀ o ọmọ aláṣẹ dìde àtirẹ̀tirẹ̀ o ọmọ aláṣẹ dìde wá bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ ká lè mọ bí ayé kọrí sí wá bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ ká lè mọ ìgbésẹ̀ tó yẹ ká gbé ọmọ aláṣẹ.